inner strength lasts through every heat and every cold, through old age and beyond.
Hey, what's up you guys, it's your boy Hish with you here. Welcome to another bike review on our channel. Now for the past weekend I've had a brand new bike in my garage. Welcome to my personal garage. We have this brand new from KTM, the 790 Duke, replacing the old 690 Duke. Now this bike sits right in the middle of the KTM naked super sport bikes. Obviously the small one we have the 390 Duke, and it goes up to the 1290 Duke, so this sits right in the middle. Now this bike is a 799cc bike, putting up about 105 horsepower, 64 pounds of torque, and it's got the new advanced electronics system from the 1290 Duke. Power to weight ratio, it's going to be a sick bike handling, which is why the Austrian makers have nicknamed this bike as the Scalpel, just for its handling and the power and everything. We're going to take you on board, go for a drive, let you guys know how this bike is going to be on the road, how it handles, throttle response, all that stuff while we're riding, and then at the end of the episode we'll let you guys know what we think of the bike. So stay tuned and join the ride.
Hey guys, welcome back on board this KTM Duke 790. So we're just gonna take you guys out for a nice spin on the bike, let you guys see how it feels riding, and just let you guys know what I think of the bike and how good it is basically. So I'm gonna start off with the engine of the bike. So this is, as I said, the new 799cc 105 brake horsepower. Let me just get past this guy. This engine feels amazing, you know. It's not about, you know, all these big horsepower numbers and all that. The KTM have really built a complete package with this bike when it comes to the power, the weight ratio, the handling, the electronics, all of that put together. The way that this bike delivers that power is so good and smooth. You really can feel that if you're not paying attention, you're going a bit too fast. All of a sudden, you're like, oh crap, there's a corner and all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't advise a beginner to go and buy this bike, because I think it's more of a second to a third bike kind of thing to own. It really shines at about mid-range RPM. So when you're about 4, 5, 6, 7,000. You know, here I'm in fourth gear right now, doing about 90 kilometers an hour, around 5,000, and you give it, and there you go. It just really accelerates at the mid-range power. It's really awesome. I'm not a fan when it comes to the low-range power on this bike. You can get it a bit kind of like stuttering if you're pulling out of a corner or going around a roundabout and you're in third gear, for example, which you should be in second, and it's the bike is in low range, so it can get a bit like, you know, stuttering a bit kind of thing. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna jump onto the sophisticated electronic system that we have on this bike. Obviously, as I said before, it's from the 1290 Duke. This bike is really in a league of its own. You know, if you want to compare it to the MT-07 or anything like that, in that genre, this is so much more advanced than those bikes, power-wise, electronics-wise, and everything. So and it's not up there with Z1000s, the S1000R. So it really is kind of in a league of its own. So it doesn't really have that many competitors out there, to be honest. So the electronics package is amazing. You have the different riding modes. So you have rain, you have street, you have sport, and then you have track. I'm in sport mode right now, which is beautiful for road riding, everything. I've tried it in the track mode as well, but with the track mode, the throttle response is so aggressive that it can really catch you off guard if you're not ready. If you're going around a corner, around a roundabout again, and you just kind of want to find that balance where you don't do the stuttering, juttering thing. It really catches you off guard and can throw you off the bike if you're not hanged on properly. So, but apart from that, yeah, the throttle response in the sports and street mode is so nice and crisp and sharp. It's there's no lag in it. Yeah, so let me just jump onto the next row. So that's about it. And I'm gonna go and talk to, I think, my favorite part of this bike. The quick shifter on this bike is so nice and smooth and sharp, and you just don't feel like you're shifting. So hey, I'm in fourth gear right now, left hand off the clutch. Okay, I'm gonna drop down a gear. Boom, I'll drop up. That's fourth, that's fifth, that's sixth. Like, it's so quick. It's honestly one of the best quick shifters that I've felt on a bike in a while, to be honest. And that's quite advanced for this bike, compared to I'm comparing to even the 1000cc bike. This quick shifter is just so nice. It's so good. Sitting position on this bike is quite nice. You're sitting up quite. It's not an aggressive riding mode where it's you're dipping kind of down, more weight on your wrist and all that. No, it's really, really comfortable. Perfect city bike. The handling really good. Loving the handling. Going around this corner, beautiful handling. The balance, the weight balance of this bike is really nice. The throttle response, it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful bike to ride. If I want to call out a few bad things about this bike, and I'm just nitpicking here, guys. I mean, I really can't find anything wrong major with this bike. These mirrors kind of vibrate a lot when you're in the higher speeds, so you don't really see much out of them. If it's a hot day and you're standing in traffic, you've stopped in traffic or on a light or something like that, once the fan kicks in, it blows the hot air directly onto your knees or shins, depending on your height. And I find that very irritating because it does get quite warm, especially this part of the world as well. So that's one thing to look out for. The seat is slightly on the hard side. I think they could have done better with the seat, with it being a bit softer. And that's about it. Like I said, these things are nitpicking. So I'm just gonna go do a fast run here. I'm just gonna drop it down to second, and I'm just gonna let you guys know how this quick shift is. So second, boom, third, boom, fourth, fifth. It's quite windy as well, so the bike, because it's so light, it does wobble a bit when you're in the high speed, and it's you've got some oncoming wind or side wind, so that's something else to watch out for. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just such a toy. It just rides beautifully, handles beautifully. The engine is just sublime, and the electronics is just, as I said before, they're in a league of its own. So yeah, it's really city bike. Big thumbs up for me, guys, to go ahead with this bike. You don't really have to think twice. Nothing in its league unless you want to go jump up to a 1000cc bike. Yeah, that's about it. So your boy here, signing out. Peace.